Hello, welcome again to hashtag Sideline Managers with VB, the soccer edition. Okay, since the last time we talked, a lot of things have happened, in terms of soccer, and I think the biggest headline since was Newcastle being bought by a very, very rich consortium, 10 times richer than the guys who own Man City. So now, one wonders how many players will come and say their blood is black and white. Because in January, that's where the window reopens, where teams can start buying new players. And I think Newcastle must buy, actually, because imagine if they get relegated and then with all the billions they go to the championship, it won't really work. But now, that's when you see that soccer has evolved and soccer has changed, and it has become a big money business, a major financial thing. And then going back to that, so I think that maybe that's why Haaland was holding off from leaving Dortmund, because now they will be asking him, "Hey, Erling, so what's your next move?" Like, my blood has always been black and white. And you'll be wearing that Arabic thing from Saudi Arabia. And then maybe Lionel Messi and Ronaldo will be the time when we see them playing together. Because obviously Newcastle will be the team to be. Because they'll be offering a lot of money and they're going to be like your PSGs, your Man Cities. They're going to buy a lot of players and they have a lot of traction in transport. And in other news, Cristiano Ronaldo won the Player of the Month, September. Controversial, yes. Did he deserve it? Yeah, I'll say that. I'll be the first person to say that. And I know a lot of my sideline managers from Manchester United will be very happy. Yes, I'll say that. Why? He's Ronaldo. The mere fact that he scored a couple of goals when he came through, and the mere fact that someone like Mohamed Salah scored more goals and more assists. Antonio also scored a bit more, and Declan Rice was also performing a bit more. But he's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's bound to win certain things. Come on, that's how life works, man. Let's not just complain about everything all the time. Let's not play victim. Because to start with, I don't think people get into sports shops now and say, "I'm looking for Declan Rice jersey." They're looking for Cristiano Ronaldo's jersey. I don't think people fill up Old Trafford or fill up taverns, bars, lounges to watch soccer, to watch Declan Rice or Antonio from West Ham. Sorry to say this, but it is the truth. So yes, all those who are complaining that Cristiano Ronaldo won the Player of the Month, it's a pity, but he won it. That's just how life works. And moving on, there was an epic match before the international break came through. The last match, it was Man City versus Liverpool. It was a match which was truly, yes, no one won. The result was a draw, but it was a good match. We saw goals, and I think that is what we want to see in soccer. And as the season commences, let's talk a bit about the international break. And the Mabena of the week goes to yours truly's country, Zimbabwe. Why? Zimbabwe went to Ghana and lost 3-1, right? Yeah, they were away. Ghana is, Ghana is a former giant in African soccer. They still are a giant. They've got quality, the Ayews, your Thomas Partey's, all those other players. But then, why I'm saying the Mabena moment, Ghana left to Zimbabwe because the return leg was to be played in Zimbabwe after 2 days. Ghana arrived in Zimbabwe before the national team of Zimbabwe. How does that work? No. Some heads have to roll. Something has to happen. Zimbabwe was left stranded in Ghana. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe they didn't have transport money, or they didn't have an aeroplane. But Ghana went to prepare in their own background before them. I mean, come on, it's a thought. And then Ghana went on to win 1-0 in Zimbabwe. How does that work? Who is running the logistics for the Zimbabwe national soccer team? That person is sleeping on the job. That's the honest truth. You understand? Because as a soccer fan, as a sideline manager, and as a Zimbabwean, I'm not happy, and I'm sure the other millions of people are not happy as well. Because imagine the news saying, and the news read by whoever, the Ghana national team has arrived in Zimbabwe for their epic match at the National Sports Stadium, and their counterparts are still in Ghana. I don't even think they reported on that. Come on, like, that's so. We'll be running this Mabena moment for the week or whatever when we shoot. Especially the Mabena moment comes to whoever does, like a proper flop. And the Mabena moment this week goes to the Zimbabwe national soccer team for arriving late for their own. Imagine you're hosting a dinner. Your guest arrives at your dinner, eats all your food, and then you come back and you're like, I didn't get food, but it's your own dinner. Yes, it. When I'm a better, get out of here. So, as the international soccer week is going on, congratulations to France. They won the United, I think they call it the UEFA Nations Cup. That's what they call it. And there's too many UEFA Cups now. I don't know what it's about. I really don't know the format, but all I know is that we watch a good soccer. But one most interesting thing was Kylian Mbappe has been in the news for some controversial things. Apparently, the boy talks too much, complains a lot when his teammates do certain things, and now he's threatening to leave the France national setup for good. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, and hopefully he learns to keep his big mouth shut at times, because he had a fallout with Olivier Giroud during the World Cup and even after the World Cup, and I think he's a good young man. He's a very good player, and I think he should stop all those other forays and concentrate on his career, which is quite good right now. And then Thibaut Courtois, interestingly, the Belgian goalkeeper and the Real Madrid goalkeeper, he was complaining that players are treated like robots. Why? Because they're getting too much game time, which is basically, for kids or maybe those who've never worked, it's basically a double shift, and then after a few days another double shift, which is practically overtime, and then you get more money. Okay, there was COVID-19, so the qualifiers had to be delayed a bit, and now that's why you see they play 2 days after or 3 days after, and then week in, week out, and then now they go back to the league. And soccer players earn millions. Like those guys earn millions. And Thibaut Courtois is complaining that his overtime in millions of euros is too much. That is tired. You can retire, Courtois, and give me that job. I'll gladly be the goalkeeper every day. Because when we were growing up, we used to play soccer every day. And our mothers would come chase us from the soccer field, beat us up, but tomorrow we'll be there, risking the beating. So Courtois, to be honest, it's only that the media and newspapers, they want to sell stories. But surely, I think as journalists now, make it a norm that if someone starts saying things like that, you'll be like, hey, how can you complain that you are being given thousands and thousands of euros a week and you complain that it's too much? Come on, Courtois. So as the qualifiers are coming through, last night, before I go, Betway made a lot of money. They always make a lot of money, but last night specifically, they made a lot of money. And all thanks to the gallant knights from England. England disappoint again. Like, they drew with Hungary 1-1. And in all honesty, no one bet on England conceding first to Hungary and England eventually drawing 1-1 with Hungary. I didn't, and I know millions and thousands of you didn't. So to my fellow Panthers there, let's take a few seconds just to bow our heads and cry for our money which we lost last night. Okay, 1, 2, 3, we're done. All thanks to England. So what's his name? Southgate, Anderson, your Grealishes, guys, if you're listening, thank you very much for nothing, for being useless, because you killed people on Betway. Just like Jolo in the other episodes we talk about, Betway is the equivalent, which shows main flames. Thank you so much. Find us on YouTube, hashtag Sideline Managers with VP, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook. Thank you.